Hi everyone, it's Nadia with another little magical moment from living a magical life with Nadia. Does that sound all social media-esque? Does that sound good? I think it sounds wordy. Anyway, I'm here to just show you a little bit of how I put magic in everything in my day because the magic is there. See, I actually said that incorrectly. The magic is there. We just have to acknowledge it and ask it to work for us. It's like having the resources right in front of us and we just need to tap into them. We need to use them. So let's go. This is my morning coffee, which may be why I'm stumbling a bit on how I say all this. And there's not going to be any take twos because this is my cup of coffee. I know I'll be having more during the day. I could perfect this for later. Maybe, we'll see. Anyway, so here is my coffee. What I say as I'm putting my coffee up to brew, that'll be for another time. Right now, here is the cup of coffee itself. If you want, and sometimes I do, you can just say, okay, coffee, you are going to help boost my physical energy and my mental clarity and bring me comfort and enjoyment. Even if you're drinking decaf, which I hear some people do, I don't understand why, but I hear some of you do, you can still say that because this is part of your morning ritual. Yes, it's the caffeine that I'm kind of speaking to in this cup, but if this is your morning ritual, this is your morning drink, even if it's decaf, it does something for you. It wakes you up. It kicks you into gear. So it is still appropriate things to say. I add a dash of cinnamon. Now, just so you know, cinnamon is a great anti-inflammatory. Do not put a ton into your cup. It will not taste good. It will not be terribly healthy to do that. You just want a small dash. So if you want to just focus on how it can heal you and reduce inflammation, you can shake some in and ask it to safely and comfortably reduce any unhealthy and uncomfortable inflammation from your body. You can also, which I do sometimes, what I'm doing right now is what I do most mornings, and I sprinkle in the cinnamon and call forth protection and financial prosperity. Okay, because those are two things that cinnamon is very protective, highly protective energy, and it is also a money drawing spice. Then your sweetener, whatever you use white sugar, you use brown sugar, you use raw sugar like this, use honey, agave, a sweetening syrup. If you happen to use a sweetener, you can just do something like this. And again, these are all just to give you an idea, to show you what I do and have it inspire you to do what you do. If you want to play it back and take notes on how I worded it and then change it for yourself a bit and keep it close, that's fine. If you just want to take inspiration from it and make your own totally you thing, that's awesome. That's what I did. That's what you should do. So I take my sweetener, and as I put it in, I just say, please bless me with a day that is really super sweet, smooth, easy, and stress-free. And recently I've started adding and fully safe. Does sugar protect? I don't know. Right now I'm blending my cup with the cinnamon and with the sugar. But when I first put the sugar in, it was telling it to please make it a sweet, smooth, easy, stress-free day, because we all could use those. And then whatever, if you put in something like a creamer, or milk. I obviously am using oat milk for many reasons. Yes, I am vegan, and that is for many reasons, which I'm not getting into right now. But you can, if you're using something like a creamer or dairy milk, you can say something like, adding comfort and enjoyment to my day with oat milk. 1 second while I shake it. Shake, 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 shake. Here we go. It's very difficult doing this with one hand. No, I don't have a tripod out. No, this is not terribly professional. This is just me in my kitchen doing a little daily magic. So I pour this in, and I ask for my day to be abundant. That's oats, right? Grain. To bring abundance, prosperity, and enjoyment to my day. I'm going to stir that. I know right now it looks like murky, whatever. And I probably filled it a bit too much because I'm not handling things. And you just stir your cup, and you stir it clockwise, people, clockwise, right? Because you're bringing these things in. That is the motion, the energy flow of bringing things in, and we just ask for all these things to come to us. So as I go through my day, various days, I will make these little videos. Let me know in the comments if this is of interest to you, if it's helpful, if it's inspiring, if it's just entertaining because I babble and I dribble things all over my counter, whatever does it for you. Let me know if it's of interest to you for me to keep doing such things. Not everything's going to be in the kitchen. The last one was candles. I just happened to be in the kitchen with them. This is my coffee. Things will be throughout the day because I want to show you how the magic is right there in your life. And this isn't about, oh, don't use any tools, don't use any products. I make products. I sell them. Use them, buy them, please, from me or your favorite magical vendor, or make them yourself, or don't, and realize that you have a lot of things that can do the same or very similar within your kitchen. Whatever it is, I want to show you the magical resources that are literally right at your fingertips and how to easily call them in. And you can say, look, I'm half awake. I'm not going to remember to say things and to stir things into my coffee. Yes, I do take my coffee lighter than that. First of all, on the phone, I'm realizing it's looking much darker than it is in the cup. But once I stir it some more in a way that won't spill, because I'm also holding a camera, it'll look a lot more appetizing. I just realized, ooh, that looks dark. It's very easy to say, it's too much. I have so much on my head. I'm going to forget. Maybe at first of all, put a Post-it note by your coffee cup, just saying magic, and you'll remember to say something. And it does not need to be the same thing every day. And it doesn't need to be different every day. It can be what comes to mind. You're putting in sugar, it's sweet. You're putting in cinnamon. If you do, and you say, oh, okay, cinnamon I know is protection. Cinnamon I know is money. You don't need to say both every day if you don't remember, or if one day is more of a focus than the other. You don't think of or remember, what a creamer thing can do. Just think of it. It makes it more enjoyable. It's more comforting. If your creamer is sweetening and that's where the sweetener in your coffee comes from, then when you're pouring in the creamer, you can say, bless me with a sweet, smooth, comfortable day of ease and enjoyment kind of a thing. We have started every single habit that we have, from brushing our teeth pretty much on autopilot to, all kinds of things, by creating the habit. And some days you may forget, and then some days you'll remember. Yes, put a Post-it note or something so you remember at first, and then it will become so routine, so autopilot for you, then you're gonna some days go, whoa, does this even work if I'm not really present? And first of all, it does somewhat, but when you realize, whoa, I'm saying this on rote every day, part of that is, yay me, I've gotten into this habit of welcoming the magic into my day. But then also you'll go, hey, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit more present when I say it today, because I realize that. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I have to go have my coffee and take care of the cat that you heard meowing. Have a magical, magical day, because every day is magical. And every day we can call in more and more magic from around us and from within us. You are magic. Live accordingly.